All right, we are live now. It looks like
Maybe, possibly.
yeah, we might get lucky and everything go good tonight. Knock on wood. Yes, we are. Okay, so hello everyone. We are live now. What do we got? I get to see. My badge should have a crown. Brian is apparently in the chat. I don't
He
see.
is in the chat.
Yeah, I don't see anybody in here yet. But,
And he's like, I need a crown, and I'm the bestest, and this is just. And guess what? That's just like your opinion, man. Just saying.
I agree with this opinion.
I gotta
he should get a special badge.
I just wanted to say
he
that.
was the first one.
It probably is a special badge. Anyway, I'm Lonnie.
I'm Delicious.
Ashley.
We are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux and your local Satanist out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. And this is our live recap. Spoilers abound. The Walking Dead, Season 9, Episode 1. This is number 116 of The Spoiling Dead. We are, let's see, holy crap, 116 reviews. And we are going to be giving a ton of spoilers. We're going to be talking about the episode in depth, but at the same time, we're going to try not to keep everybody for too long. We have cats around. So anyway, we will be taking questions in the chat. If you have not seen the episode yet, turn back now or forever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So, anyway, probably this episode focused in, like 3 parts. Number 1 was the opening where they are like in the museum and are attacking. They're being attacked by that was such like they did a really good job of establishing everything in this episode. Because you go back to the walkers are scary part. I think they've kind of gotten away from that lately. Mm-hmm. They reestablished the zombies as a problem, a real threat.
I wouldn't say a real threat, honestly. They just reminded us they were there. Yeah, that's what they did.
But the rest of
it's still a humans are the bad thing that you need to worry about type deal.
Yeah. This was a pretty good, I should say, like kind of getting everything reset and getting rolling. You had the zombies, then you had Gregory, who really has been the real villain for like 2+ years now, who finally met his much overdue demise.
Okay, but can I just say I was unsatisfied with the way he went? I wanted to see him stabbed violently or ripped apart. Yeah, I wanted him to have a very violent death, and to me, he got off lucky, and I don't think that's right.
Public execution wouldn't.
No.
Like
I'm glad he's dead, but that was lame. Sorry.
The way this differed from the comics is they actually she did this when Rick wasn't around. Maggie did. She made the decision. Rick had made it a hard no killing rule, no capital punishment, because after everything Negan did, they kept him alive. They said from now on, no more killing, and she went behind that, behind his back, and executed Gregory. In the show, they don't have any kind of rules set yet. They're actually getting close to that. It was actually Michonne's idea to everybody to get together and develop a charter. One of the main keys to the comic book, like main similarities now between the comic book and the TV show, is that Sanctuary is struggling. Sanctuary is kind of the redheaded stepchild. Sanctuary is needing all these resources. There's becoming some unrest at Sanctuary, and they're kind of being a mooch off the other communities. They really need to just relocate or disband Sanctuary and have a third of them go to Hilltop, a third go to Kingdom, and a third go to Alexandria.
Yeah, that sounds.
I don't know why they're keeping Sanctuary going. Clay Portis, welcome to the stream.
Well, I think it's because, most of them really don't trust them. And that's why they're keeping them separated from everybody.
Yeah, like they're almost keeping everybody imprisoned, but not really imprisoned.
Yeah, just separated. Segregated, more like it, actually.
And they almost had Daryl there to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was pretty hardcore how Gregory.
Yeah, I hear them. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah, that's pretty common.
They sound rough.
I think it's kind of funny how Gregory got old dude whose son died in the beginning to attack Maggie and attacked her in such a way that it knocked her baby out of his stroller. I was like, dang, I can't believe they did that. A lot of times that's kind of, yeah, you don't really.
Yeah, they had the baby crawl out of the stroller and everything.
Like you'd have thought, I wrote this episode.
How cute was that baby? Little Asian baby. I swear.
You can tell it belongs to Glenn.
Exactly.
But and also we would be, totally, wrong to not mention Scott Wilson.
Yeah.
Passing away yesterday, and he played Herschel through seasons 2, 3, and part of 4. Probably one of my favorite characters. He was probably my favorite character from from the time they made it to the prison to the time he died. He was really my favorite character because I always gravitated towards the old guys. Dale was my favorite character to begin with, and then it was Herschel, and then after that I didn't really have a favorite. And then it was Negan. So
Clay says he loves our channel and he loves how we play Marvel on 360. Yay!
Oh, talking about the Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah.
Actually, the most recent gameplays we've been doing on that are on Xbox One.
They are, but in the 360 game.
Yeah, they're remastered. It's interesting. I know you probably can't tell on our film. Oh, also, we are, before the end of this broadcast, doing our major drawing. We have a Oreo jar, cookie jar, full of entries, and we're going to draw one for the $100 Amazon gift card giveaway, and then we're going to leave them all in there and continue adding more until we hit 1,500, and then even more until we hit 1,750, and then even more until we hit 2,000. By the time we hit 2,000, that thing's going to be overflowing.
Yep, so.
But if you've already entered once, don't worry about it. You can still get extra entries, just not through the typical means. You can earn loyalty points and spend 1,200. You can buy stuff for our Amazon wish list. And what I say, you can become a member and get an extra 5 entries per month.
That's where it's at right there.
It is.
That's the bargain deal right there, honestly.
Yeah, because it's 5 entries per month for a $4.99 membership fee. If you buy something on Amazon, you get an entry for every $2 spent. So what?
Brian said plot twists are they're all my name.
They are not all Brian's name. Now, on the other hand, he does have more entries than anybody because he has
the membership.
He has a membership, so he has 5 extra entries in there on top of his first initial entry. So, but yeah, we have a handful of people who have watched almost religiously and have used some of those points to purchase extras and stuff. But it makes it a whole lot easier when you just drop that $5 a month entry fee.
Right.
And he'll have 5, and then next month, if we've not hit 1,500 yet, he'll have another 5 in there, and then another 5 until we finally hit 2,000.
That's awesome.
That actually does work out. It keeps your odds good. Yeah. But this episode, okay, I'll go ahead and say they're building towards the bridge. There's actually an episode later in the season called The Bridge. I didn't realize it until after the end of the episode. We did not see Negan, but
he'll be on next week.
They're teasing him like it's going to be next episode. I was so disappointed. I honestly thought that the episode was going to end with us, Rick walking down there and talking to him. It wasn't.
Oh, you're sad, weren't you?
It's probably the way the next episode's going to end. Something's probably going to kick off at the bridge, and Rick, for whatever reason, is going to go downstairs and talk to him.
Like, hey, what's going on?
Oh,
I'm just hanging out.
Well, it kind of got to the point in the comic book. It got to the point where things started to go south, and Rick actually approaches him for advice. Because if there's one thing Rick did, or Negan did, was he kept people in line. And it looks like people across the board are starting to kind of unravel at the seams, and there's starting to be, I guess, almost like a civil war getting ready to erupt.
That's what it looks like.
And, you have people working behind the scenes. I mean, Maggie still kind of, is still kind of pissed off at Rick.
So kind of. She's pissed off at the fucking world right now.
She's mad at everybody. You've got all the people at Sanctuary. Some people are actually wishing for Negan to come back at Sanctuary. You've got,
because they had order and supplies, and they don't right now.
It's almost like they would rather give up some of the luxuries of life just for a steady income. Mm-hmm. That actually does seem real. As bad as they had it under Negan, they didn't have to worry about where their next meal was coming from.
Exactly.
So I guess they're kind of down with that. But yeah, I mean, also before we, wrap or anything, if you do have any thoughts, comments, questions, or anything about this episode or anything going forward, feel free. I don't think we're gonna do pre-shows for the rest of the season. We'll probably do one like for the finale, but that's not going to be a regular thing. That was just kind of a build-up. But yeah,
we had something to give away. Is what it was.
Yes, we gave away and I actually have already sent that email
to the mystery person.
Yep, and I haven't gotten a reply yet. Not yet. But yeah, this episode was fun. I mean, they did a dang good job of resetting everything, getting everything humming along again. Still don't know 100% on how much that time jump was. Like everybody was saying 2 years, but at the same time, I think a lot more would have accomplished in 2 years. Like they're just now getting the wagons and everything. They've just now had elections. I think a lot more than that would have happened in 2 years. I think this is more like 3 to 6 months at the most.
I would say about 6 months. That sounds about right.
No, it's going to be a little bit more than that because Maggie's had her baby.
Well, I just figured she's still going to be pregnant when we turn this on. I ain't going to lie. I thought she was going to be like Bonnie.
That's what.
Be pregnant for like 5 years.
That's what you were saying. Like Ashley was saying, because I think she announced she was pregnant like the beginning of like season 6.
She showed up pregnant.
Or the end of season 5. And here we are like three to 4 years later, and she's just now had the baby. This is the first episode where the baby happened.
To be fair, lots went on though. There's kind of a lot to cover the last few years.
Who was the baby girl with Michonne? That was Judith.
Yeah, see, that's Judith.
That was Carl's little sister, Rick's daughter, Lori's daughter, who, through all the odds, has managed to survive. She's the one that everybody's like, got to keep her alive. That's the baby. That's the future. Everybody thought Carl was the future. There's actually some rumor floating around like they may do another time jump and have Judith be in the like maybe 5 to 7 year old range and have her be the future of the series eventually. I don't know.
Who knows what the future holds for the Walking Dead?
One thing that I'm really looking forward to, well, like I'm not really looking forward to it, but I think it's going to be a compelling story, is in the comic books at this time, Rick was married to Angela.
Andrea,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where my mind was at.
I know.
Andrea. But he was married to Andrea. Well, she ended up getting bitten on the neck and ended up dying. And Rick, in typical Rick fashion, went totally out of it and ends up spending like several weeks sleeping at night on her grave. And people are like, "Look, you're the leader here, buddy. You're kind of losing it." And I really was thinking that might happen with Michonne, but it doesn't happen. Like, it just recently happened. It was like after the Whispers, the whole war started with them and everything. But
I'm gonna be real sad
if I don't think it will, because Rick supposedly is only going to be around for about half a dozen episodes. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. But overall, yeah, she is still kind of young, and not a lot of time has jumped. I've heard rumor that we're going to get another time jump like later in the season. I don't know. But this episode was fun. I saw
it was fun.
Scale of 1 to 10. What was?
What was it? I want to hear your opinion first.
I'm going to say 8.5.
Yeah.
It wasn't perfect. Seriously, I think that it would have been cool for them to bring Negan in for at least a little bit. I'm just kind of splitting hairs at that point.
You're just fanboying.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like, I do.
Like, I wanted to see Negan.
And we got to see him on the preview, so it wasn't a complete loss.
We did get to see the Sanctuary. We did get to see Alexandria. We did get to see, we got to see all the communities. We got to see where they did a really good job of just showing us what's going on. But, I mean.
What about Ezekiel asking Carol to marry him? And she's like, no.
Yeah,
she's doing that. I love her, though. She's one of my favorite characters.
Carol.
I don't blame her for being that way after everything she's been through.
Carol is major conflicted.
I know. That's why I love her.
Yeah, and I mean, I get it. I get why Carol's that way.
I like conflicted characters. She's developed so much since that abused woman we met at the beginning of the,
Oh, yeah, she's afraid to talk.
Yeah.
And then.
And then all of a sudden she went Rambo. And then she's the coolest thing ever.
But she is struggling. Like, she wants to settle down. And she wants to forget all the killing that she did and everything else. But at the same time, she doesn't want to give up that ability to go out and make a difference and be on the road.
Well, I don't even think it's that.
That's what she said.
Well, I don't care if that's what she said. Her thought, really, though, is, lose someone else, get that much attached to somebody. I mean, she already is, but putting a ring on the finger makes it different.
Yeah, I mean, I get where you're coming from on that. She doesn't want to totally lock herself down and then him end up getting killed.
Yeah. I mean, she's already watched Maggie go through what she went through.
Yeah.
Who wants to do that?
And then Rosita and Sasha both had a thing for Abraham, and he got killed.
Yeah.
Shiva got killed.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
That's the kiss of death. If you want to be killed, put a ring on a woman's finger.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
that's exactly where I was going.
No, when he asked her, when they're on the road and he asked her, "Will you marry me?" I was like, holy crap, somebody's gonna die. Maybe even before the end of this episode, because that is, honest to God, in this episode, all you got to do, number one, somebody gets pregnant, somebody's dying. If you introduce a character who is kind of similar to somebody in the group, somebody's gonna die.
Yes.
If you have a doctor in the group and they find another doctor out on the road,
that's what freaking happened.
Somebody's gonna die.
The doctor died once they found the other doctor.
Yeah.
There can only be one doctor at a time.
Oh, he said she can't go back to making cookies at this point, is what Clay says. I mean, that's true. I mean, she can't. She doesn't want to. It's almost like
she doesn't want to, but she hates that she doesn't want to.
Yeah.
That's the struggle.
It's like if you've been doing something for so long, and the apocalypse is a traumatic event. I'm saying we're talking 3 years, maybe,
and
4 years.
It's a traumatic event on top of other traumatic events.
Yeah. It's one massive traumatic event with a bunch of little candy trauma sprinkled in the middle all over.
Candy trauma.
Candy trauma.
I love it.
That's going to be it this season.
Hashtag candy trauma.
Or hashtag put a ring on it and die. God, where is LSP when we need him?
I know, right?
But that's all right. Clay is by far making up for it right now, so it's all good. So I said 8.5. Amber?
8.
8.
It wasn't all that great.
I feel sorry for Ashley because.
Well, thanks.
Well, I do.
I know.
You binged 8 seasons worth of Walking Dead in about an hour and 20 minutes today.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I hate it, but did you think that this was a good jumping on point? Did they do a good job not really knowing this? Really?
If I hadn't had that recap, I'd have been completely lost. And there were still.
Oh, I agree with that.
Like, there's still some characters that are popping up that,
that you don't know.
Yeah, that I have no idea who they are. So.
Yeah. No, I've watched every episode, and I can tell you that's not. No, this was not a good
there's a handful of characters who have developed in the background. They never had any spotlight whatsoever. They may not have even appeared on screen. And like the older couple whose son died during the they were
just there for the story.
During the run, they were there for the story, and it was funny because they were on there for just a little bit, and then when the old man popped up and tried to kill Maggie, first thing Ashley says is, "Who is that guy?" I was like, "Oh, he's the guy whose son died." And
which didn't even answer my question. I was like, "Which time? Which season?"
It was in this episode, yeah.
No, he was the guy who the son.
I mean, I know now.
Yeah, horse kick. That's what we'll call him.
Like, yeah. Horse I mean, I don't need it explained now, but in the moment watching it, I was like,
Oh, that was another thing that sucked. The way that guy died. Like, number one, he gets bit by a zombie while he's trying to save the horse. He's like, "Oh God, got to save the horse." So the horse is like stuck to a immobilized wagon that's stuck in the mud, and so he goes up and tries to cut the leads off the horse to where the horse can get away. Well, he gets bit by a zombie in the meantime on the arm. Well, they can still save you at that point, but while they're like trying to get to him, immediately the horse kicks him in the chest.
And that's not how I die in the zombie apocalypse. I don't know how I'm gonna go, because that sounds like my luck. Let me save you, and bam, and I go flying because I'm short.
So Clay gives it an 8. So I guess he did watch.
Okay.
So do you want to tackle you don't even want to try?
I do not. I don't want to enumerate this.
You don't feel like it would even be fair. Yeah, I get it. So it's interesting because we've got you as kind of what do you call it? When you've got when you're doing a science experiment, you're the control. Yeah, you're the control for this because they claimed, if you've never watched The Walking Dead, this is the episode to jump on. It'll be a great episode.
Who said that? Who said that?
That was the way they were marketing the episode at like Comic-Con and stuff.
They were wrong.
Yeah. They were, apparently. And I get
they
it.
Were wrong.
I could see it because I was kind of watching that with your thought process in mind. I was like, I wonder how she's doing this. No, apparently not. Horse Kid. All right, so I think we're going to go ahead and begin to wrap up. But first, the big event, the big thing that everybody probably has been waiting for. We have, if I'm not mistaken, we have 85 base entries plus bonus entries. So as you can see, there is a crap ton of entries there. So
crap ton, huh?
Yep, absolutely. So are we going to do the same thing? You're going to draw and Amber's going to read?
Sure, why not? That sounds great. Oh yeah.
Okay, I've got it up here to where Ashley can't look at
the drowsy hands going on. All right, let's see.
Been reading the comics since 2005.
All right.
I think that's what Clay said.
That is what Clay said. Let's see who won. Adriana Jones.
Nice.
Congratulations, Adriana.
Adriana Jones has won the Amazon gift card worth $100. I'm almost betting that is somebody with a different screen name.
I'm sure.
Because people gave their names for this. So congratulations to Adriana Jones. But if you entered and haven't won, your name is staying in here until the 1500 and then the 1750. You're going to be in here until number 2000. So, and actually, we've got 1,250 members and only 85 individuals entered. So that lets you know.
That's how it always goes when we do it.
That's what your chances are looking like. Less than 10%.
Mike says he feels betrayed because Ashley didn't give.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mike.
I know, right?
He even, message the Discord to check on me because I don't
I saw that.
Scary stuff and zombie stuff.
He's like, I know you're not watching, and she's like, I'm being forced. I was like, I know, I'm holding her hand so she can't leave.
I appreciate you, Mike.
Yep. So Adriana Jones has won the $100 Amazon gift card. We will be getting a hold of you through email before the end of the evening.
I like it better with a name. I didn't like the whole email thing earlier. That threw me off so bad.
Honestly, the Walking Dead thing that I did that way was I just kind of threw that application together. What happened is I had a separate application, and then I realized, holy crap, it would be so much easier if we just let people select on one application which ones, I would like to do this one and this one, but not this one. So we went ahead and
the Lonnie
Lotto. I like it.
The Lonnie Lotto.
Welcome
to the Lonnie Lotto. I'm Lonnie, and this is the Lotto.
Yep, exactly like that.
Pretty much how it works.
It is, isn't it? It's just not said that way.
I know. I love it.
So, Adriana Jones, awesome. Congratulations. And we are going to go ahead and wrap. We will be, oh God, what have we got going on this week? I'm going to be streaming Far Cry 3 tomorrow. We're actually getting pretty close to the end of the game. Let's see. What else?
Do Lego Avengers.
Yeah, we're going to do Lego Avengers at some point this week. Probably Tuesday or Wednesday. It's usually how that works out. Your birthday's next weekend.
My birthday's Saturday, yeah. Are y'all coming over early to stream?
Do what?
Early to stream Saturday.
What time's your party?
8:30.
So we're doing like an afternoon or something?
Why not? Okay. Have you got something else to do?
Not really.
I thought you wanted to do something for my birthday. That's the thing. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm the boss on that day. So
twist some arm on the air.
That's true.
Woo! All right.
You all gonna watch The Flash? No.
No, and I'll tell you why.
I don't have cable.
Yeah, just really quick. Number one, Amber doesn't have cable. Number two, we do, but I watched The Flash seasons 1. I watched The Flash up till the season premiere where they did the kind of half-assed Flashpoint storyline where he goes into another world and he goes through the wormhole during the season finale and then season premiere. He's in another world where all kinds of other different stuff happened and the world was different. I watched that and then one more episode, which I think was the beginning of season 3. And now I am 2 or 3 seasons behind. I've not watched any of season 2 or later Supergirl. I've not watched Arrow. And those shows, in my opinion, you have to be completely caught up on all of those CW shows for it to make a bit of sense. And I'm not watching 120 episodes to get caught up.
I mean, I would, if I had the time.
Yeah.
I've seen all the Netflix Marvel shows, and I would like to watch all the DC ones too.
That's what Mike says. It's on Netflix. It's already done.
Yeah.
Grant, we already gave the Walking Dead thing away. Sorry, dude. And you didn't win, I don't think.
Yeah, you did not win.
Unless that was his email address.
It wasn't. Grant's name was in his email address.
Gotcha.
I remember.
And Brian, how you gonna ask what DC is? Get out of my face right now.
So
he's like, DC, what's that?
Yeah, they're all on Netflix. The DC shows are all on Netflix. But I know. But I think about this, dude. I'm getting ready to go back to work next week, so I have 7 days. I'll be working every other day. We do game streams on the day that I'm off. Sometimes we do nighttime streams. We're doing The Walking Dead. When in the hell am I going to have time to catch up on 120 hours of DC content that I'm really not even into?
You don't.
No, it ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it is right there, is that you're not into it.
Yep.
So if it was something
I
you liked,
was.
you'd fund the time.
The first 5 seasons of Arrow and the first
Wait.
2 seasons of Flash.
Travis spoken.
Holy crap,
Yeah, Travis spoke.
I was all over it, but
yeah, you were. Now you're not, so that's why you don't watch it.
No.
That's how Lonnie is. If he's not into it, he doesn't do it.
I mean, we watched, all of Game of Thrones in, 3 weeks?
Oh, so what is Mike saying? Well, you just need to watch Arrow and The Flash to be caught up. That is literally it.
Well, but then there's
he's
seasons
not
cycling,
into it,
right? So
Yeah.
He's not going to do it.
Well, that's the thing. Here's a prime example. Okay, we were planning on doing Red Dead Redemption. I was going to go out. I had pre-ordered the game, and so I was sitting around, and the game's coming out on the 26th or something, 23rd. And so I was sitting here last night, and I realized, holy crap, Kingdom Hearts, the story so far, is coming out on October 30th, and it's only $40, and it's got a ton of Kingdom Hearts games on it. And I've been wanting to play Kingdom Hearts anyway, not to mention, if we play the first 2 games, we'll be caught up for Kingdom Hearts 3. And people have been requesting Kingdom Hearts. I've been wanting to play it. So I was like, you know what? Everybody and their freaking brother is going to be playing Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, yeah.
So,
in fact, there's a bunch of people that's playing the first one now, getting ready for the second.
Yeah, and I thought about doing that, but I was like, no, I was not that big a fan of Red Dead 2. So what I did is I went to GameStop today, and I told them, I said, hey, take that $16 off of Red Dead 2 and put it on to Kingdom Hearts. So October 30th at 8 p.m., we're going to be playing Kingdom Hearts, the first one, the story so far on PS4, and we're going to hit Kingdom Hearts pretty hot and heavy through November, December, and part of January until Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. And hopefully in 2.5 months, I'll be able to finish the first 2 games.
Brian said, I'll slap on my Hank Hill accent and be your stand-in. Because, you're going to be so busy with work and stuff. And then Mike's all, shame on you. You're an improper nerd because you don't like anime or DC.
Hey, I'm not even...
Which is untrue, actually. You do like DC, you're just not into catching up on the shows.
I do like DC. I like DC Comics, and I like some of the Batman movies. Mm-hmm. But their TV shows, their animated stuff.
Batman the animated series.
I'm talking about their more recent canon stuff. Seriously, I
liked Attack on Titan.
I like Attack on Titan.
Anime.
Yeah.
So,
I watched about the first.
People don't understand. You don't have to like all the things to be a nerd. It's not how that works. Don't get me started.
Nerd elitists.
There are.
Yep. And I'll go ahead and give you props, Amber. You were right, because this is the Spoiling Dead, and we have spent the last 10 minutes talking about everything.
We always fucking do.
So.
Every time. And I'm always, can we wrap this? Yep. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's time. All right. Well, congratulations to Adriana Jones. That's pretty close to Indiana Jones.
That's what I was thinking.
How neat. I actually thought that as I wrote the name on the ticket. So we're going to be sending her an email here in a little bit. Yay. So anyway, everybody have a good rest of the night. We'll see everybody tomorrow at noon, or I will, for Far Cry. That seems to be very popular. It's I didn't like it, but I did it for the dog skin.
Wow.
That was my famous quote from early on. So anyway, we'll see everybody later. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Malicious. And we're drowsy.
And we're drowsy, literally. It's 11 o'clock at night.
We're Untitled Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux and your local Satanist.
He's like,
Out of Chattanooga,
so bad
Tennessee.
right now.
We'll see everybody tomorrow at Far Cry 3. Thanks for watching the 116th episode of The Spoiling Dead.